Hello, welcome, welcome. Well, as people start to come in, I have a question up on there on the slides for y'all. What's been your most effective channel for growth? I'm curious about, what socials you're using or growth for your company in general. Do you use other types of marketing as well? What generally has been working for you for marketing your business? Awesome, LinkedIn. Yeah, I know LinkedIn is pretty popular with especially business marketing. I feel like personal brands usually work pretty well on LinkedIn as well. Word of mouth, yep. Definitely powerful. All right. Well, as more people come in, feel free to go off mic, speak up, or just put in the chat what's been working for you. Hello, Anna Strong. Welcome. Miracle Loan. Great to have you here. All right. What's up?
Just coming to learn about this awesome thing you guys are doing.
Awesome. Thanks for coming. All right. Well, thank you all for joining. So we are this is Marky Office Hours. We generally have these every month on the first Thursday of every month. So during this time, we'll just give you some updates about what Marky's been up to. We're going to talk to you about, a little bit about what's coming up next, and then also open up for questions or any, or any questions or issues you're having, stuff like that at the end. Now, we have two founders, Josiah and myself. Josiah is actually out for vacation right now, so it'll just be myself that's hosting this meeting. But yeah, we lead Marky, and we are the core developers as well. And so all the features that come out usually are from us. So let's just hop into it. We'll talk about some of our features that we've released. And I'm actually, let's see. So we released two features. We released palettes, which lets you kind of have a different way to organize your colors in Marky. And then we've also released some navigation and product search changes. And I'm actually just going to show you these in product. And let's go present. All right, so I'm in Marky here, and you might have seen these. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, that's a great place to get updates like these and kind of stay in the know about what we're releasing. But if I have an image here, I can open it, and we have a new palettes tab here. So now your palette, you can just click in here, and every time you click it, it's going to shuffle the palettes. This will also work for if you have new items or design elements in your design. Like say I added this thing here. I can shuffle the palette, and it will dynamically apply colors through your design. There's also options to add more colors. So before, it was a pretty limited color palette. Before, each color was specifically applied to a specific, this is a text color, this is the accent color. Now it's a lot more fluid. You can have as many colors as you want, and you can shuffle between all your palettes. And you can also find all the template or like presets using the search button and find a lot more options for palettes there. But hopefully this makes it a little bit easier to get variety in your designs and your colors. And that's the new palette feature. This is actually clearing the way for a next feature that we'll be releasing soon. And I'll talk about that in a second. But the next feature is some navigation, ease of use for Marky. You can search in Marky now. And so here I can see all my businesses, see some of the main links to different parts of the account. So maybe I want to look at my, go to a certain business. I can click that and it'll load. Okay, it's a little slow right now. I'm not too sure why. Okay, well, it's always on the demo that things break. All right, we'll come back to that. But for you, hopefully it works. If it isn't, it will be fixed very soon. But I'll show you on my other screen. So yeah, so the general idea is you can search on your account. You can search and jump to anywhere in the product. You can search for any page in the product and it'll instantly go to that page of the product. So if you're trying to find, where do I set my brand logo, or where do I set the writing instructions, all that kind of stuff, you can just type it in the search menu and instantly go to where that is. Now, it also has a shortcut, Command K, so you can just click that and it will open up wherever you are in the product. And then this is also a great way to quickly go between businesses, because you can hit Command K wherever you are, type whatever business you want, and it will take you to that business. So if you're managing a lot of businesses, this should help make that a little bit easier. There's also some other smaller updates, like you can, if you open up the drop down for businesses, you can search there as well. And you can also collapse and expand the nav bar, stuff like that. So those are some of the features we've released recently, and we're working on a few very large new themes that we've had at the back of our minds for a long time, almost a year, if not more, since we've been working on Marky. And these were some features that we were really wanting to get out, would really radically change how you use Marky. And so we're excited to be working on these. I'll show you kind of a teaser of what's to come soon and what we're currently working on. So first off, we're working on custom themes and templates. This means that you can create your own designs within Marky. You can make it for your brand. You can, if you want your design to look a certain way, maybe you want something super simple that just has text in one spot, whatever you want, however you want your designs to look, you'll have the option to make it look how you want. And then Marky will use your themes, your templates when it creates designs. So that's coming up probably first. That will be our first release. And then the next thing that we'll be releasing is a Google Drive type library. So this should solve a bunch of things at once in Marky. First off, people with products, people that want to organize things, put things in folders and categorize things. This type of library should radically kind of change how you organize your content in Marky. It will support documents, websites, images, and also new types of data like products and testimonials, things like that. And so we're really excited to launch this. In the future, you can we'll have support including specific files when you're prompting the AI, when you're generating posts, and you can say, use this folder with this context of this document and maybe these images, and Marky will just magically kind of pull those all together. And then also how you organize your content. It will also be able to, if you put some images in a folder along with, a certain product with a certain document, it'll kind of know to use those things together. So this is I'm excited about this one. It'll solve a lot of kind of issues that people currently have with some of the rigidity of, images being separate from documents, and also not being able to put certain context around certain products, things like that. So excited about that. And then lastly, we'll be launching a self-improving caption writer. And so what that'll be is it'll look at what the edits you're making on your posts, and it will learn from you. And so every time you make a change or an edit to your post, it'll say, oh, what are they changing? How are they changing this? Basically memories and other LLM AI products that you might have used, where it'll remember your preferences as you use Marky, and then we'll use those in the future. And you'll have ways to review the preferences or the memories it has about you, and edit them as you see fit. But yeah, so these are some of the next big updates that we're working on. and we're planning to release over this coming month. So yeah, excited to get this out to you. Lastly, I'd say if you want to stay up to date with what's coming out, what we're releasing, there's this YouTube where we pit all our releases. So definitely check that out if you want to stay up to date. Also, I usually go more in depth about all these features we're releasing. So if you kind of want the insider take on how to get the most out of these features, that's a great place to go. And also kind of as soon as we release a feature, we try to get a video out. So that's a great place to stay up to date with that. All right. And then lastly, we'll just end with questions. It's a bit shorter of a meeting here, but we'll have time for questions. And yeah, let's kick it off with Michael. I see you have a question.
Yeah, I had a question about, there was something a couple of weeks ago that you showed us, and it was for the different templates that's already there that we were able to see in themes, like all of them that were there. I can't seem to find out where that is. Do you know what I mean? Am I just saying it wrong? Hold on.
Oh, the templates.
Yeah.
Yeah, being able to like switch designs.
Well, not switch designs, but we can see which templates are in that one design.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So you can do that. That's in the design editor that you can do that. And so I think let's see. Okay. It looks like Chrome just crashed entirely for me. So that's why I wasn't able to do the demo. But you do that in the design editor. When you're editing, you have to first go into edit, any design. But then on the left panel at the very bottom, there'll be a templates section or tab. And that's what you're wanting. You click that, you can see all your themes. And that's also how you can change the current design you're looking at, but then also, and actually, yeah. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question?
I'll have to play with it. I didn't see that.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I can't show you. Maybe I can relaunch this.
Click here.
Sure. Here. All right. So in Marky here, you can open up any design, and then there's this templates button. And this is where you can see all the themes that Marky has. And then you can also drill into any template, say the balance template, and then you can click this and you can see all the designs within a template. And you can also change what design that's currently using.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And this is also for a tidbit for everyone else. This is where the new library will be. So yeah, you'll be able to basically have both the stock templates here, but then you'll also have your custom own library of templates that you'll be able to kind of create your own themes and then have your own templates as well. And so that's what we're working on. All right, let's see here. I'll work my way down. Video uploading will be in the future. We're definitely going to work on just getting the library to work with everything we currently support first. But eventually, we do want to do some video support with being able to upload videos and use videos. We're actually looking at some point, we're considering swapping our entire design editor to something more modern and that supports video better. But it's a pretty big swap to have to completely change our whole design tool that we're using right now. And so once we do that, it should make video support a lot easier and more flexible, but it is a pretty big developer undertaking to move that to a better video editor. But we do have plans to do that in the future. Let's see.
Any promotions in the work?
What's that?
Any promotions in the work for the future, like Black Friday or anything like that?
Nothing that I have prepared to talk about. Yeah.
Okay.
nothing currently planned, but yeah, we'll see. Let's see, blog posts in addition. So yeah, there are other ways if you prefer to get your updates in other ways. There are some other ways you can get updates. So we have the roadmap, and so down here, there's on the homepage, there's a what's new, and that will open this page where you can find announcements. This is a great way to kind of skim new features. And if you want kind of quick overview versions of these, it might not be completely up to date. We are trying to be better at making sure we're always putting out these announcements. So going forward, this should be a pretty consistent way to also get all those similar updates that we're releasing on our video. And then we're also working on doing monthly newsletters or emails as well to announce kind of everything we've released in the past month. So that's another great way to stay up to date with what's new. Okay. Let's see, call out links such as call out button. I'm guessing you're talking about CTAs on your posts. CTAs, there are currently supported. We are planning on for like certain Google business. I think there's some CTA button support, but we are planning on adding some other building out some of that link support. We're closer up, we'll probably do some Instagram story links and try to support that. And then also we have talked about the getting the first comment link support as well. We'll probably come after a couple of these updates, but definitely is high on our list. Let's see. Yes, places you can go. The Facebook community group is a great place to get updates and share strategies, ask questions to our community. Super active. Please join it if you're interested. It's a great place to talk to other people that are using Marky, that are marketing their business. Feel free to ask questions about what's working for people. We have a great community and would love to have you join it. Let's see. All the platforms that are supported you can find on the socials tab, and where you connect your socials. In terms of new platforms, we are considering adding Blue Sky and Threads. I think were the two main top ones that we've been requested, but it'll take a little bit to get there. But that is probably the next up for what socials will be integrating. AppSumo, we're not planning on returning to AppSumo at all in the future, so no deals or anything that I can talk about that. It was a great partnership for while it was lasted, but I think we're going to try to kind of go a different direction. Let's see. Number one take on why you should use Marky. I don't know. I'd open that up to our community. If you have an opinion, you could add that in there. I think I hope that our interface is easy to use, our product is easy to use, and it actually helps you be efficient with your time. And the goal is 30 days of posts in 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes people a little bit longer, but that's the goal. And so if you want to save time and ease of use, that's what we're shooting for. Let's see. Let's see. So for changing business details, voice and things like that, it depends on what those changes are. You're welcome to reach out to our support if you have specific changes that you're really trying to get. I will say there is the voice is kind of how you're talking. Underneath the voice, there's a custom instructions section where you can add any kind of, it's kind of the wild zone where you can add whatever you want into how it's supposed to write, or any other instructions about ban words, or how you want to format a certain word, all that kind of stuff. So that's a great place in the custom instructions for anything that you're like, it's just never doing this, or like, I always want it to do this thing. Just add that to the custom instructions, and that should be a good place to do that. And it should respect your custom instructions pretty well. Let's see.
What I meant was basically when you do changes in the business, and sometimes comes a message, you have changed something, so we regenerate. And sometimes it doesn't come. So I was just wondering, in the beginning, also like some months ago, it came pretty regularly, but now it shows up every now and then. Mostly it doesn't show when you do changes.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we did remove that kind of workflow. Currently, if you want any of your changes to be applied, you just have to generate new posts, basically.
I see.
Yeah. Before, we did do some like changing your branding, if you change some branding colors and stuff on all your previous posts, but there's just issues with like not wanting to overwrite people's posts that they've already created and stuff. And yeah. So if you make any changes, you have to generate new.
Sure, thanks.
Doc, I see you have a hand raised. Okay. We'll just keep working down. Let's see.
I just wanted to, let's say, report on something positive, because in the beta group, we talked a little bit about that many posts are very sales pushy. And while we are selling alternative training products to our customers, they more were value related. And since we did a few changes, but since this week, it's really much, much better. The content seems to be much more oriented towards giving value and not just pushing the sales. So something has changed. I think it's a much better tone.
Cool. That's great to hear. Yeah, we've been working on the prompting a good amount. It's sometimes hard to, if you tell AI it's making a social post, sometimes it tries to make it really pushy. So we've been trying to get it to be more value based. So glad it's working well for you. Awesome. API roadmap. We currently don't have a active roadmap. I know it is something that people have requested, but can't give you a date. Also, if you're interested in kind of some of the features that are out there that we're considering, this roadmap is a great place to see what other people are asking for, and then also kind of put your own ideas in there. We review this pretty regularly, and also whenever we build one of these features, we especially read the comments. Comments are really valuable for us. They kind of help us understand the use cases, why people are wanting this feature, how they're wanting to use it. So definitely, if you're interested in kind of seeing more about the backside of how we decide what features to work on, or kind of how we plan out our roadmap, you can check that out. Let's see. All right. Yeah, and in terms of features that are coming up, again, this is the best place. If it's something you really want, just go ahead, go there and upvote it. Also, feel free, if you really want to raise it higher, you can post it in our community group, ask other people what their opinion is. We read those. So if a lot of people are chiming in and saying, yeah, I would really need this feature, then that definitely helps with kind of making it rise up above. I know there's a lot of noise, so. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. That'll wrap up this time. We'll be posting this recording on both our YouTube channel and our community Facebook group. Thank you so much for joining. And always, if you have any questions, or if you're trying to figure out how to get Marky to work for you, our support is always there, always ready to help. And whatever you're working with Marky, even if you're just trying to tailor the settings to get it to work a little bit better for you. And also, my brother and I, we are always happy to jump on a meeting with y'all if you're having trouble getting it working quite well for you. We'd love to kind of help you along your journey with Marky. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for using our product, for being great customers, and we'll see you later.